All right. Earlier this week, you were learning how to do constructed response, which is like a response to text using the yes, ma'am strategy. And just a reminder me means you're going to restate the opinion and you're going to give your opinion. So that's where the me comes in. That first sentence is going to use part of the question in your answer and then to give your opinion. And then you're going to look for information from the text that is going to support your opinion. And some great ways to start those sentences is in the text, it says, or the text states, according to the passage. One example from the text, the author states. Now, these are just options. These are great options, but just options. And you absolutely don't have to use all of them. I will say that as a teacher, I lean towards one or another more often than not, and that's okay. You also are going to remember look for a second piece that's going to support your opinion. Now, these look very, very similar in the way they're stated. You'll just notice slight differences. For example, this one says one example from the text, and this one says a second example from the text. And then you're going to go to your last and final me. Remember that me sandwich. And you're going to tell me why you chose these pieces to support your opinion, why your opinion is that, like the so what. What's your point? And a great way to finish that up is something like this shows or this demonstrates. Okay. You are now going to be practicing this with the text that you read titled The Badger and the Fan. With the badger and the fan, you're going to be asked to answer a question and you're going to be asked to probably look back at the text because most of us don't memorize every single detail of the text. I sure don't. Big picture is usually what we look at. So you might have to go back to the McGraw Hill app and re-look at certain sections from the story if you need to. Okay. So the question that you're going to be answering, and this is what you're going to actually do right here, is how did the badger's greed in the selection, the badger and the fan, hurt him in the end? I gave you a little hint and I said his nose. So the first part right here, you're going to answer that question, but remember, use as many words from the question as you can. For example, I'm going to look right back at the question. This is what I do as a teacher too. Okay. I can say, the badger's greed in the selection, the badger and the fan hurt him in the end by, and then answer it. That's where you're giving your opinion, your answer. Then look for two pieces in the text that support your answer. And if you forget how to start one of these sentences, just look back at this slide right here. In the text, it says, the text states something like that. Okay? And don't just put something there, it has to connect to the answer. So you have a sentence here, another here, another here. Finally, we're coming back to that last sentence of our me. Remember our me sandwich. We're going to put it all together. Like, why overall is that your opinion? Why are those the pieces that you use to support your opinion? All right, happy writing, guys.